Hello, everybody. It's me, Carson K here, and today we are going to be doing a flight yet again. I'm going to be flying the Zero Mod Boeing 737-800 on Delta Airlines from Denver, Colorado, Kilo Delta Echo November to Seattle-Tacoma International, Kilo Sierra Echo Alpha, GG. Um, Okay, my mic sounds pretty good. Much better than my really weird whoa mic. Um, let's see how much fuel we have. All right, we have 56. What the frick? That's very odd. 56 10 pounds. We're gonna 100,000 total. Okay, yeah, I have an odd number amount of fuel. I'm gonna go according to SimBrief, I need 102,000 kilos. 102,000 kilos to pounds. So about 22,400 pounds. I'm just going to put 23,000. Yeah, I'm going to get some extra fuel.
Ground flight deck hose is connected and starting refueling.
Okay, so I just got a new yoke for Christmas, which is very nice. And so let's get started. DC power on. Let's go over here. Ground services GPU connect. Ground power on. Fuel pumps on. Cross feed valve open. Hydraulic pumps 1 and 2 on. Isolation valve auto. And we're going to get situated with our flight plan. So we are going to be flying from Denver. Hello, MJ. What's up? Let's check our gate number. We are at Charlie 50. What was that? Oh. Charlie 50 route. I'm heading from Denver and I'm going to Seattle. My flight number, let's just go the random number. The closest runway to us is, let's see what we got. 17 right. 17 right. Activate, execute. Alright, we got 3 people watching this. Hello to all the 3 viewers. One of them I know is MJ, and I'm assuming we got 2 lurkers. Actually, I think the second viewer might be Julian. Let's go to our sim brief. The first waypoint is Delta Delta Romeo Tango Hotel. Okay, I guess that's not in the database, which is kind of bizarre. DBS is okay, so our first waypoint is Delta Bravo Sierra. And then Chins. Charlie Hotel India November Sierra. So got Seattle-Tacoma over here. Hump with 2 P's. So yeah, I need an additional waypoint. Activate, execute. So now I'm pretty much done with my flight plan. It only took like, I think, oh yeah, what's my altimeter? 5,440 feet. Standard. Alright, standard. Let's turn on our APU. APU on. APU start. Okay, so the pressurization is building up. Feels nice having a real microphone instead of using my phone as a mic. MJ, can you rate the mic quality for me? Does it sound good? APU bleed on. That instantly built up the pressure, duct pressure. Oh yeah, let's see how much fuel we've gotten. 11,000 pounds of fuel. APU gens 1 and 2 on. I already turned on APU bleed since our altitude's 5440. Oh yeah, let's also turn off the GPU cart. Alright, you can hear me loud and clear? Nice. So I just turned off the ground power cart, so now we can go over here and align the IRS nav. 1 minute until the IRS aligns. I enabled like a faster, I just went to the settings and enabled like faster IRS aligning time, so it's only going to take a minute, meaning all I have to wait for is my fuel, which will probably take like a few minutes, I'd say. Nothing too crazy. Since we're at 5,000 feet, I don't have to really climb that much. I only have to climb like 27,000 feet because our cruising is going to be flight level 320. Alright, we got 4 viewers. Very nice. So far, good start. I'll send you my setup if you haven't seen it, MJ, because I got a new desk, I got a new yoke, I got a new headset / microphone. Yeah, most of my Christmas was like spent on my gaming PC, and of course, let's copy and paste our IRS position. So now the artificial horizon pops up. I've already entered the IRS position, so I don't know why it's telling me to enter it when I already did. Let me go back. I just had it, position in it. Yeah, I just have my IRS over here. I don't know why it's telling me to enter it when I already did. Our cruising is going to be flight level 320. I'm going to go 230 knots for the auto throttle, although that might change later. Now we can get better pushback.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
Okay, so MJ, can you also hear my, not my mic, but like the simulator? Did you hear that pushback voice?
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Okay, we got 6 viewers. Very nice. Oh no. Alright, I'm going to turn up my desktop audio just a little more. I thought it was not streaming the whole time. Yeah, I got a little nervous. Okay, now we went down to 3 viewers. Sorry, I'm just really obsessed with the amount of viewers I have. Alright, so you can hear loud and clear, both the desktop and my mic. Very nice. I need to send the stream to Julian real quick. I'll get Julian on our stream in just a second.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Okay, parking brakes are set. Yep, the parking brake is set. That's a pretty cool thumbnail, if you ask me. Oh god, I just realized we still have fuel to load. How much do we have? 18,000 pounds. Hopefully, I think 18,000 pounds is like the bare minimum for this flight, because we're going to be flying for about 3 hours to Seattle.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
I'm not going to release parking brakes just yet because I still have fuel to load. But, sometimes I love yet hate flying out west in simulators. I like it because you can just get a pretty straightforward climb. Because, like, depending on your altitude, you don't have to climb as much. Denver, for example, you can only climb, like, 27,000 feet just for your cruising at 320. But also, like, the amount of terrain that you have to deal with while you're on approach, it's so annoying. Especially if there's bad weather. So, yeah, I'm just waiting for the fuel truck to finish loading up my fuel. My flight level, it's going to be 320. Yeah, my cruising's gonna be flight level 320. I'm still waiting for. We only have about another couple thousand pounds left. Okay, you know what? I think that's enough fuel. 22,000 pounds.
Ground and flight deck refueling terminated as requested.
Okay, now let's get our pushback ready.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
I don't know why I still have my reverse thrusts out, which is very bizarre because I do not have them out at the moment. Engine 2. Let's make sure my throttle even works. Okay, that's very interesting. They do not work. Okay, so engine 2 is starting up. Engine 2 idle. There are some things that I still have to do with my mouse, but like landing gear, flaps, nose trim, all that is fair game. But like when I'm starting up the aircraft, I still got to use my mouse, which I don't mind. So engine 2. Oh no. Oh, we got an overheating situation. Okay, that is not good. Oh no. Okay, never mind. It's cooling down. I'm probably just assuming that this is something normal for higher altitude. Why are my reverse thrusts out, man? That's so annoying. You know, it could be my reverse thrusts killing me. Let me check my yoke real quick. I mean, I have my yoke connected. Like, why isn't it working? I have my yoke all situated. I don't get what's the problem. Like, it doesn't understand. My yoke itself works just fine. But let me check. Okay, the throttle works. I thought it died on me for a second. Never mind. I don't know why my reverse thrusts are on right now. That could explain why my engine was overheating just a second ago. There we go. Okay, so idle. So APU off, engine 1 generator on. APU bleed off, packs on. It took me like a decent amount of time just to find out that you should turn on packs during pushback. I thought you turned them on as soon as you departed. Probably because I'm retarded. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have said that, but I'm kind of stupid for that. Yeah, I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, flaps down. I don't even have to use my mouse to put my flaps down. I can just use a click or like a switch on my yoke, which is nice. I can also put the gear up with my yoke. I can also put my nose trim, my speed brakes, my reverse thrusts. Basically anything that doesn't revolve around starting up the aircraft, unless if it's a Cessna. Because this thing also...
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
This thing also has the mixture and the lean.
Disconnecting tail. Stand by.
Yeah, this thing also has the mixture and the lean, my throttle quadrant. So I can tell that this yoke is mainly intended for Cessna aircraft, but also does pretty well at being compatible with commercial airliners like the Boeing 737. Can also turn on these fuel pumps. So far so good. Disconnect and hand signals. In my opinion, it would be,
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have fun up there.
okay, thank you, Mrs. Pushback Tug Lady. Oh, mic sounds good, thank you. In my opinion, it would have been good to do unboxing like the Center of Aviation. Yeah, what do you mean unboxing? Like, reviewing, like, Gemini Jets aircraft? Like, reviewing Gemini Jets aircraft? Like, what do you mean exactly? But yeah, I just got this mic earlier today, and it sounds a lot better than I initially thought. Okay, I can taxi. Parking brakes released. Throttle. I'm gonna go. Let's go back to the cockpit. Unboxing the yoke. Oh yeah, I should have done that. But I already unboxed it, so it's too late. Let me make sure that my yokes left and right, up, down. Okay, yoke works. I still need to get the pedals for it though, which I will get in the future. And once I get it, I promise, MJ, I'll do an unboxing video of my pedals because I need them. I'm gonna go idle. So kind of feels like I'm actually flying a plane with a headset and a yoke right now. Yeah, because I'm still very new to how to use yokes, so I guess kind of feels like I'm actually flying right now. I'm gonna go flaps 5 for departure. Okay, so mode function. All right, once I depart, I will start a timer. YoCam vid. I need to get some cameras for that. I do not have any cameras to show my yoke, unfortunately. So I'll do yoke cams in the future. I just need to get more stuff for that. So for now, you're just gonna have to take my word with what I say about my yoke and stuff. So let's get ready for departure. Alright, we're lined up at the runway, and I'm gonna go 90% throttle. Alright, I hear those engines. I hear them. Alright, we're aligned with the runway. I'm going 90% throttle.
80 knots.
80 knots. V1. Rotate. Positive rate,
Positive
gear
rate.
up. Gear up. So now the landing gear is up, and I'm going to turn on autopilot on, LNAV on, vertical speed. I'm going to go 3,500 feet per minute. Auto throttle on, flight directors 1 on, 200, and I'm going to go 240 knots, and landing gear off. And bye-bye, Denver. After this flight, call me. I can walk you through the rest of the FMC and VNAV. Yeah, I still need to do VNAV. Oh yeah, I need to put my flaps up. Okay, flaps are up. So that was the first departure I've ever done with a yoke on my streams ever, which is kind of nice. I'm already at 7,700 feet, so I can turn on my window heat. Okay, I'm getting a warning about my landing gear. Never mind, I thought I did something. So for the next 400 nautical miles, we'll be heading to Delta Bravo Sierra, which apparently is an airport. I'm already at 9,000 feet. This is something that's kind of nice about flying like out west when there's a bunch of terrain. You can like start out with a really high altitude. You don't really have to climb that much when you're like in higher elevated areas. Because I'm going flight level 320. I'm going 0.407 Mach. I have actually typed in our flight plan on Volanta. I'll show you guys right now. Oh, I still need to put my call sign. I'm gonna go 1171 because that's the record of the 1995 Bulls. What's the flight number for 1130? So I was actually kind of close. I think I might get the PMDG 737-800. You should. You should. 30. Alright, so there we go. I just changed the flight plan to 1130 because that's the actual flight number for Delta's Denver to Seattle route. I'm not sure if they use the 737-800 for this flight, but I'm just going to fly it anyway because it's probably the best aircraft I know how to fly. Yeah, there's two planes that I can start up pretty well. It would be the 7.3 and the 7.4. Alright, I'm at 14,000. I'm going 0.47 Mach. Or I may wait for the 737-900ER releasing soon. I think the 737 MAX for P3D is out. I'm thinking I got some money for Christmas, so I actually might get the 777-300ER expansion for P3D. Delta is my main 737 airline, and the 900ER is a better plane, so I may wait for it. Yes, the 737 is easily Delta's aircraft.
I'd like to extend a special thank you to each of you, and a welcome back to our SkyMile members and Million Milers. Your business and loyalty are greatly appreciated by the entire Delta family. For your safety, it's important to remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on.
Yeah, Delta is one of the biggest airlines to fly the 737. American, Southwest, Delta, and United. I'd say the 757. Well, yeah, I guess. The 757, yeah, I'd say it's also Delta's aircraft. You can make a really good debate on whether it be the 7.3 or the 7.5. I don't really think the 7.5 is being used by any other aircraft commercial-wise anymore. I think it's more of a cargo aircraft. It's even the main plane they show on the website background. Yeah, that is true. I've flown pretty much most of the currently active fleet, short-haul fleet that Delta has. I've flown their 7.3s, their A320s, even the 717 at some point, and the MD-80 a few years back. I've flown the A321, the CRJ-200. Since flying from North Carolina to Tampa is mostly cheap, depending on what city you're flying in, I mostly either fly using Delta or Southwest. No, the 757 is used for PAX a lot today. Really? Okay, we might have to put down our vertical speed because we're going 3,500 feet per minute. I'm going to go 2,500 feet per minute in the meantime. I'm going to look at what airlines currently still have the 757 in their fleet right now. Okay, so I don't care about that. Current. A lot of airlines used to have the 757. It's crazy to think. American had 170 at some point. Azerbaijan Airlines still has it. Azur Air still has it. Let's see. Yeah, Delta still has the 75, especially. And okay, there's more planes than I thought that had the 75. Iceland Air has the 75. Jet2.com. Sunday Airlines. Okay. Titan Airways. United has this. United still flies the 757, which is kind of impressive. Yeah, I'm watching the airspeed. Condor still flies the 75? I did not know that. Alright, I'm going 2,000 feet per minute now. We're already at 26,000, so in 3 minutes we'll hit our cruising. I think Ukraine International Airways also flies the Boeing 767. if I'm not mistaken. We're going to go 0.8 Mach. We're already at 267. Let's check how much nautical miles I have left on my FMC. I have 864, so about an hour. Oh yeah, my anti-ice. I have my window heats, engine anti-ice, wing anti-ice on. Yeah, good thing you told me about my anti-ice. Yeah, I need to reinstall Microsoft. I'm gonna get Microsoft soon. There's a lot of incredible aircraft that will be coming out in the future. The PMDG 777, the 737-900ER. I wish there was like a 737-200 add-on, just like an X-plane. But I don't think they're announcing any 737-200s from Microsoft in the future anytime soon. Alright, we're at 290,000. Let's check our payload. We have 20,400 pounds of fuel. According to Avitab, yeah, we're headed northwest, so I think like somewhere around here is Seattle. We have 856 nautical miles left on our flight. We're at flight level 30,000. And I think I'm just gonna put my thing down again because I'm almost about to stall 1,500 feet per minute. Yeah, I'm taking a really good look at my airspeed. We're slowly going back up. Our altitude, or not my altitude, my airspeed. We just hit 310. So that's good.
1,000 to go.
Alright, 1,000 feet left. Oh, I forgot to start my timer for when I departed. Whatever, I can just look on Volanta. We have 7 people watching this, which is very nice. I know Julian and MJ are 2 of those viewers. I'm assuming the other 5 are just lurking. I mean, as long as I have viewers, I'm completely fine with that. Hello to the other 5 viewers. We have just hit cruising. We're going 0.59 or 3 Mach. But don't worry, I'm getting that airspeed back up. So I've done all these flights in a matter of 10 days. Delta flies the A350, A320, A319, A320, A321, A330, 737, 717, 757, 767, CRJ, E170, ERJ-175. Okay, so I think I know most of the aircraft that I've flown in. We're gonna automatically scratch the 767 and the A330 or the A350 because I've never flown in a actual long-haul aircraft. Oh, MJ, the 777. Delta retired the 777 a few years back, so they no longer fly the 777. I've flown the A220 last year. I did a video from Tampa to New York. I flew the A220. I flew the A320, the A321, the 737, 717. I think the biggest plane that I remember flying was probably the 757. Yeah, this 777 was replaced by the A350. Personally, I'm not really a big fan of the A350. It's not that good of an aircraft. I prefer the 777, especially when the 777 has an amazing range. And they're going to be releasing the 777-9X in a few years from now. in August I flew with the Delta 777-200. You know, I gotta look at when they retired the 777 because I feel like they just did it like very recently. I thought they did it a couple years ago, but knowing that you actually flew a 777 from London to, I think, Orlando or Atlanta, I could be wrong. They could have retired it much more recent than I thought. Let's see. Okay, so they retired in 2020, 2 years ago. Yeah, I was just about to say, like, Delta retired their 777 in around 2020. I'm probably assuming you flew the 767-400 or... Yeah, I think it could have been the 767-400 because it kind of looks like a 777 with like the fuselage. Yeah, Delta flew them for about 20 years. I'm still kind of surprised that they retired the 777 earlier, like when they did so, because a lot of other airlines still fly the 777, and like a lot of other airlines fly the 777. Yeah, exactly. The 767 could easily fly from Atlanta to... Then they lied to me because it's on the safety thing. It said the 777-200LR. I'm not even sure if Delta even had the LR either. I knew they had the ER for the 200 and the 300. Yeah, Julian does have a point. The 767 is basically the 777's older brother, so... that could be the case. We have 820 nautical miles left. I also got some, I also updated my RAM, so now I have 24 gigabytes of RAM. I had 8 a few days ago, but then I got a 2 8 gigabyte RAM slots, and I put them in, so now I have 24 gigs worth of memory. I have one more RAM slot for now, so I can go up to 32 if I really wanted to, but I'm happy at 24 right now. Oh, they did? Alright. Yeah, I did not know they flew the LR. I'll send you a video because I got takeoff. You can tell a lot of planes by the wings. Yeah, that's true. A good way to tell that if the plane is a 777 is if it's like wide and if there's no like wingtips. Like that's pretty much the 777. No wingtips and is somewhat wide. Alright. You can DM me too, MJ. Or send it to my Discord server. Yeah, the Carson Aviation server. I'm still working on it, so we got 4 people watching. They flew the LR from Atlanta to JFK, Atlanta to Shanghai, LA to Charles de Gaulle, Sydney to LA, Tokyo to JFK, and JFK to Mumbai. Nice. So they definitely used it a lot more than I imagined previously. I'm especially surprised about the Atlanta to JFK thing. Like, who would have thought? Atlanta to JFK on a 777-200LR. Okay, let's see. I can also hear some cabin noises too. Kind of a cool feature by the Zebo. Okay, so this is going to be your view for the decent majority of the flight. It's going to be the wing view, unless if you want me to go back to the cockpit. Are you guys happy with the wing view, or do you want the cockpit? Or do you want the external view? You guys can pick your poison. Carson, can you send me an invite to the server? I may be in it, but just in case if I'm not. Oh, it's the server icon is an Emirates A380, and it just says Carson Aviation. I think you're in that server. Just try and find it. But I'll send you invite just in case. Okay, let's see right here. Yeah, the Emirates A380. I'll send it to you right now. Where are you? Okay, I just sent you the invite to my server. Okay, cockpit. Sorry, I did not get any of your messages. Can't send it on Discord because I don't have enough storage to download. Oh. Wait, you mean wait, try to upload it on YouTube and send us like an unlisted video. Oh, okay, you already got it. Okay. Alright, I'm watching the video right now. Okay. There was not really that many shots of the wing. Okay, never mind. That kind of looks like the 767 wingtip right there. Or not wingtip, the wing. Yeah, that might be the 767. Yeah, I don't really pay that much attention to the 767, so I could be wrong, but that's what it kind of looks like. Yeah, that's the 767. Yeah, you probably flew a 767-400. Wait a minute. It still can't be the 777 because Delta retired it like in 2020. So that video could be from like 2019, 2020, around the same time when they did retire the 777. Can I play the game with Xbox controller, or should I play it on PC? This is X-Plane 11. It's only compatible on PC, but you can get it on. You can get Microsoft Flight Simulator, which is graphically better than X-Plane for Xbox. If you prefer like realistic aircraft, I would probably get a PC and get X-Plane. But if you're like more of like a casual pilot and like to explore the world, I would get Microsoft. But yeah, you can also play with an Xbox controller or a yoke. I just got a yoke for Christmas just yesterday, and fun fact, most of my streams before, I actually flew with an Xbox controller. Oh, the 767-400 does have 777 wings. So yeah, MJ, you were flying the 767-400. Alright, we have 765 nautical miles left. So it was a 767-400ER if it had no winglets, or a 767-300 if it did have winglets. Yeah. And it can't be the 767-200 either, because that plane I think retired a long time ago. Actually, I'm wrong. I'm wrong again. Delta, I think, still operates the... Actually... Does the 767-200 still fly? Okay, the 767-200 has been retired by most airlines, so yeah, the Delta doesn't fly the 200. I don't think a lot of aircraft even flew the 200 to begin with. The first ever 767 flight was back in 1981. Fun fact of the day. Yes, first flight was back in 1981 for the 767. Sorry about that. We have 745 nautical miles, so every 500 nautical miles you travel, that's about an hour of flying, so we have about an hour and 30, less than an hour and 30 left. Okay, I'm gonna be AFK because I'm watching soccer in this. Nice. Nice. Thank you very much for answering me. You are such a kind person. By the way, I only have an Xbox and I want to play this game on it. Thank you so much for joining my stream and thank you for asking me. Unfortunately, I would like to watch you more, but it's late and I have to go to sleep. Once again, thank you. No problem, man. I always got you. You can always get Microsoft Flight Simulator, and there are some really good aircraft that I would recommend buying. I think a really good aircraft that you should get is the PMDG Boeing 737. They're releasing the 737-800-ER in the future. I don't know when, but I hope you have a good day. I hope to see you more in the future, and if you need anything, just let me know. $724 nautical miles. He's on Xbox, no PMDG products. But can't you get it on the market, the FS market? I mean, even if he can't get the PMDG 737, there's still some other aircraft that'll be coming out in the future. No? Oh, you have a flight session or flight suggestion? Alright, MJ, let's hear your flight suggestion. Okay, I cannot pronounce that word for some reason. Suggestion. Oh my god, I'm stupid. Suggestion. You know what? I'm just going to say suggestion. Oh my god. You know what? Let's just hear it. Let's hear what your flight idea is, because I do not want to spend 30 seconds pronouncing a word that I should pronounce. Alright, let's see. Anchorage to Dallas. That's funny enough, MJ. I actually did that flight earlier today. Or not today, but a few days ago, I was doing a flight from Dallas to Anchorage on the PMDG Boeing 747-800-F. I'll show you guys my flight path on Volanta because I have that tracked. I have a flight from Dallas to Memphis. I did on VATSIM a few days ago with Julian. Yeah, I actually did a flight, MJ. I'm showing you right now. I did a UPS flight from Dallas to Anchorage right here. I departed out of Dallas, and this flight took about 5.5 hours, and I got into Anchorage with decent landing. I'm not sure if the Boeing 737 has the capabilities of doing this flight, but I know the 747 can definitely do it, and same with the 777. The 7.3, I'm not sure. Maybe, I think the absolute farthest the 737 can go, depending on what aircraft you're flying, can be from New York to London. And that's only on the MAX. The 800, I think, it could probably go as far as like, I think the 737 MAX could do Dallas to Anchorage, but I'm not sure about the 800. I'm not sure. Yeah, the MAX has incredible range despite being a smaller aircraft compared to the 7.4 or the 777 or the 767. The 700 has the range to do it. That's actually kind of surprising. I actually did not know that, because that's like over 3,000 nautical, 2,600 nautical miles worth of flying right there. Okay, yeah, Julian's has better knowledge than me when it comes to aviation, so mark his words, not mine. Yeah, I actually did that flight just a few days ago. My stats, I have 32 hours, 11 flights completed, 14,000 nautical miles of flying, and 2 friends. 2 is the perfect number. I've had this count for only 6 days. It has a 500 nautical mile range. Really? Dang. So I'm probably assuming that the A320 can also do this flight as well. Let's go back to the cockpit. 684 nautical miles left. So you're gonna pick the Boeing 737-700. I would personally fly the PMDG 777-200LR for that route, because I don't think there's any. Actually, there might be some non-stop service to Anchorage. Well, we need to do an American or Alaskan Airlines route. Okay, so they actually do this flight on American. I'm not sure what aircraft, but they do it. Okay, we got the AC-21, 777-200. I'm not sure if the AC-21 does that route. Apparently they do it on the 777, judging by the images. Okay, so even if I was on VATSIM, we would probably be on Unicom the whole flight, and as we all know, Unicom is super boring on VATSIM. Wow. Looks like Calgary airspace pretty much has the entirety of Canada covered. Alaska Airlines 737, Anchorage to Dallas. Alright. You know, you should do that later, or tomorrow. 4:25 p.m. Do you think you're going to be doing that flight, or do you want something shorter? Okay, we got 7 people watching. We can fly tomorrow. That's our 1 special. Alright, are you going to be doing VATSIM as well? I think I might join you, but I'm not sure. KPDX to KDCA Southwest Central 7 tomorrow. Portland? Isn't that Portland's ICAO? Kilo Papa Delta X-Ray? Is that Portland? Always VATSIM. Yes, sir. VATSIM for the win. Alright, be right back. Alright. We have 652 nautical miles left until we arrive into Seattle. Carson, have you been to Seattle? No, I haven't. The farthest I've ever gone out west in my life had to be when I went to Utah back in 2017. I've been thinking about going to Seattle and Vancouver, but I haven't officially gone out west yet, or like I haven't seen the West Coast. I've been in like the mountain areas. I've also been to Montana, but I haven't been to Washington, Oregon, and thankfully California. Actually, I'm gonna do Memphis to DCA. All right, that's fine with that. Is that a real route? Does Southwest fly from Memphis to DCA? I'm not sure if this is a hot take or not, but I do not like Washington Dulles Airport. I don't like Dulles. The furthest I've been out is Texas. What part? What part of Texas? Dallas, Houston, Austin, San Antonio. That is a real Southwest route. Nice. Usually most of my streams are based on realistic routes. For example, this is actually a real route done by Delta. The flight number, the origin city, and the destination. I'm not sure if they fly on the 7-3. Okay, you went into Houston. Nice. I've actually never been to Houston before. I've been to Dallas a lot, but I've never been like to Houston ever. I've been to Fort Worth. I've been to Denton, which is like north of Dallas. My dad's been to Houston a lot because he played tennis at SMU. And he's gone to Houston a lot of times. Man, I have a beautiful voice, man. That's all I'm gonna say. You're deaf. No regrets for that. That was funny. I bet it was. Just saying, MJ, if you really want to watch something really funny, you have to go to Julian's stream. You have to go to Julian's Dallas to Caracas stream. MJ, what do you think about Biden wanting to ban assault rifles? Just saying, like, banning guns is stupid. Like, what else are we going to use to defend ourselves when there's, like, people, like, breaking into our houses? You can't just use a knife and say, oh, I'm going to stab you. Like, guns are super important to us. Yeah, a lot of stupid people use them for the wrong reasons, but that's because, like, the people that use guns for the wrong reasons are raised by, like, liberals and stuff that, like, say, oh, let's ban guns. Ugh. He is a right bitch for it. He is a bitch. I don't like to get political, but let's go Brandon. Let's go Brandon. I'm gonna say it right now. Let's go Brandon. Fight me. Let's go Brandon. Exactly. Like, if Biden bans, like, guns flat, if Biden's gonna ban guns, then he is violating the Second Amendment. The Second Amendment. Oh boy. Yeah, it is a violation of our rights. It's not correct to do that. If the military can have assault rifles, we need to fight back if they overthrow. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I feel like most of the liberals are trying way too hard to, like, manipulate as much people as they can on, like, TikTok or Twitter just saying things like, oh, Trump's racist, Biden's the best, with no proof of any of that information. They do absolutely no research. I don't like to talk about political stuff, but when I do, I like to make my opinions very, very clear and straightforward. We need to keep our guns. We really need to keep our guns. Bad. See, look at the Second Amendment. Like, look at what it says. The right to bear arms shall not be infringed. And Biden is violating the Second Amendment. .596 nautical miles out. So a little over an hour left on our flight. This flight was surprisingly a lot shorter than I thought. I thought it was going to be like a couple, not a couple thousand, but like a little over 1,000 nautical miles, when in actuality it's just like 800, I think. I want to see a B-52 in real life so bad. Same. The B-52 is an amazing aircraft. It's also supposed to be in service for 95 years. I really want to move to America when I'm older because I can't with England and our terrible prime ministers. My friend said that she can't deal with the stupidity level of the United States. I feel like the only reason why we have such a terrible reputation is because of Joe Biden. If we had a president like Trump back, well, even, here's the thing, Trump also, I hate to say this, a really bad reputation with a lot of people. But that's because, like, I feel like his reputation was unfair, because look at what he did to help with us. Like, he helped us with our military. He reduced taxes. He was a true patriotic American. Our stupidity created a freer land with the government working for the people, and the powers with the people. Exactly. Like, people were really harsh on Trump when he didn't deserve it, because he was an amazing president, and a lot of people were like, that's not true. Like, I just can't stand most liberals. They say the most absurd things about Trump without any proof. Exactly, like, our country is not stupid. It's Biden that's trying to make us look stupid. This is why I'm super grateful to live in, like, a conservative family. Like, I've been around conservatives, a lot of conservatives, for my whole life, and they've taught me a lot about America. They've told me a lot about history. They told me about how great Trump was. People hate Trump because the CIA was exposed planning fake information about him on Twitter, CNN, and all the main media networks too, the FBI too. Yeah, you just can't. I cannot trust media in it. I cannot trust media anymore, especially like TikTok and Twitter, because those two platforms are like liberal hell. I do not want to associate myself with any of those platforms. I had Twitter. like for a couple weeks, and it was probably the biggest mistake of my life. I just wanted to look at sports and watch like highlights of my favorite college football teams. But then everyone ruined it for me. Biden wants guns gone so he can take full control of the people. Exactly. MJ has a great point. Americans have rights. Everyone deserves rights. Except with Biden, he just has to ban guns. Our government is so corrupt right now. They don't care about our rights. Exactly. Like, our people aren't stupid. At least the conservatives aren't stupid. It's the government, or even like a lot of... Yeah, the government's so corrupt. I'm just having a really big brain fart. I'm sorry, but the people care, and at least 70% of us would shoot any government agent in the face if they're trying to come take guns. I just don't get why people are trying to like take them away. Like, this is a really like huge problem, because if Biden takes away our guns, then what are cops going to use for criminals that are like breaking the law and stuff? They're not just going to use a penknife or beat them up. They need like tasers, guns, basically the most powerful things that they can do to stop a man, a gun. He is 80 years old. Like, the next 20 years he'll be forgotten. He doesn't have a brain. He doesn't have a brain. Everyone knows that. He doesn't have a brain. Like, I know I have a really bad speech impediment myself, but at least I have common sense. Biden just says the most stupid things without even caring. He says like, he stutters like every other sentence. And he just doesn't care about what he says. And I know I can stutter a lot myself, but like, at least I try to be careful with what I say. Biden, on the other hand, acts like a drunk person because, do you know what drunk people and Biden have in common? They both say really stupid things without caring. That's Biden right there. He is one drunk lolcow. That's all I'm going to say. And that's why we have the Second Amendment. Biden wants to take our guns. He can try for sure. It won't happen for every 100 American citizens in the United States. There are 120 guns. That's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. Like, getting rid of guns is going to do a lot of... I think getting rid of guns is going to be more harm than good. Like, yeah, there's a lot of stupid people that have guns and use it for the wrong reasons, but there's also just as much, actually even more people that use guns for good. Like, cops. Like, what are we going to do if cops don't have guns? The government could never take the people down. The British tried, and we took them down and started a new country. Our country was created upon rebels taking down tyranny. We can do it again. Exactly. We're not here to take away our guns, because we need them. Because think about it. We have hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of officers across the United States working their hearts out trying to stop crime. And without guns, our country is just going to be a huge purge. Because I feel like a lot of criminals can take advantage of the fact that cops are no longer allowed to have guns, so they can do anything they want and not get shot. Oh, the way. Okay, I thought they were also trying to get rid of, like, the cops' guns, too. But even with, like, citizens, like, we still deserve guns. careful. We have 526 nautical miles left. 525 now. Okay, these two. By the way, no guns of school shooters have legally been owned. Exactly, like. I feel like most school shooters don't even have, like, licenses for their guns. Exactly, like. They shouldn't use that as an excuse because you need a license, and most school shooters don't have that license. Either way, though, Biden is still violating the Second Amendment if he's going to flat out ban guns from us. So, Julian, are you going to do Memphis to DCA or Dallas to Anchorage tomorrow? If we go to war with China, we won't send troops at a first wave of our warships, and thousands of B-52, B-1 Lancers, and B-2 bombers will destroy city after city, so they lose all their military power. Okay, yeah, you're doing Memphis to DCA. China, like, if you're from China, I'm not trying to, like, offend you or, like, your country, but I feel like China's military is just not good. Again, like, I'm not trying to offend anyone, like, if you're from China or if you are Chinese, but, like, their military is just not strong. It's not. I mean, Julian, like, think about it. We have the B-52, the B-51, or not the B-51, the B-1, and the B-2. Like, those three planes alone are unbelievably powerful, especially the B-52, because It has an incredible range. It could drop like multiple bombs at a time. It could drop several nukes at a time. The F-22 could take any China fighter without a sweat. Exactly. We have the F-4. Is the F-14 retired? Hold on. I mean, even like aircraft from the past, like the F-14, although it retired 23 years ago, we still had we've had unbelievably powerful aircraft since the 40s and 50s. Yeah, the F-14 retired back in 1999, but still, if we brought it back and just modernized like the cockpit, it could definitely destroy like most Chinese fighter aircraft. And you know what else is a really powerful aircraft? The F-35. This quote's in two parts. Reagan once said, "Above all, we must realize that no arsenal or no weapon in the arsenals of the world is so formidable as will the moral courage of freemen. Freedom is a weapon. Our advertising. It is a weapon. Adversaries in today's world do not have. It is a weapon. We as Americans do have. Let that be understood by those who practice terrorism and prey upon their neighbors." Our soldiers protect our land. Other soldiers just protect their land. Ours protect freedom. That is true. Julian, what do you think is the best military aircraft that Lockheed Martin ever made? Like, what's your personal favorite Lockheed Martin aircraft? hold on. Let me mute my mic. Hold on. Okay, so I'm back. I was gone for 20 minutes or so. MJ, I heard you threw up. What happened? Are you okay? We have 250 nautical miles out, by the way. Looks like we're somewhere in like Idaho or Montana. Are you using your mic? Yes, I am. I just got back. I have a brand new mic. I just bought this earlier on off of Best Buy, and I also am flying with my yoke. So I've gotten a lot of stuff for Christmas, mostly dedicated for my my PC and my setup. I have a new desk, I have a new chair, I have a new yoke, I have 16 gigs of RAM. How's it going? So far so good. My day's been pretty good. Which mic? I forgot which kind of microphone I got. I got a whatever this is, a Corsair 6.5. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like, if you looked at my setup from like Christmas Eve and compare it to what I have now, the difference is night and day. I still haven't gotten the chair fully built yet, but the desk is complete. I still have to build the chair. Alright, I'll check your Discord. Alright, what channel do you want me to look at? Snare of Aviation? Announcements? Hold on. Alright, it looks like you're heading back home. Nice. How is St. Martin? Yeah, you're in the air right now. Man, you're lucky to go to St. Martin. That place is super nice. I have 228 nautical miles left on my flight. I have 227 nautical miles left on my flight. It was great, and I also went to St. Bart's. Nice. Yeah, I heard that runway is super short, and it's right off of both a hill and a beach, if I'm not mistaken. Like, St. Bart's has probably one of the more iconic airports in North America. Maybe one of the most iconic airports in the world, thanks to its runway. Look at the sunset photos I posted. Alright, I'll look. Nice. Nice view. Okay, so you're estimated to arrive at 8:15 p.m. according to one of the members in your server, Jimbo. Yeah, check out my trip report. I posted it yesterday. Alright, I'll look at it as soon as I land. Yeah, to see the runway. Yeah, and I also saw the blog you did when you flew from Atlanta to St. Martin, when you landed on the Maho Beach, which was kind of cool. Thanks for watching that. No problem. You should do some like full flights for every time you do like short/medium haul flights, you should like record the whole flight. Are you able to do group flights with me on VATSIM tomorrow? Maybe. Julian's also going to be doing some VATSIM, and I have a lot of free time, so I'm going to be streaming a lot. Very nice. I also have a lot of free time. I just prefer to use it on like in real life things, so that's why I haven't been streaming much, despite me being on winter break. But don't worry, I'll definitely do some streams throughout the next week, but I don't know how frequently I'm going to stream or how long my streams are going to be. So wait, Center of Aviation, where are you heading tomorrow? Like the departure and arrival cities for the VATSIM flight. You're gonna make an announcement? Got it. It'll be Punta Cana to Turks and Caicos. I'll put up the route and details for announcements tomorrow. You don't have to stream my flights. Just do. I think you'll be able to. I'm gonna be streaming them. You don't have to if you don't want. All right. Good deal. I only did the VATSIM stream that I did like a few days ago because like it was kind of like more of a joke stream. The KLM Army stream, it was more of like a joke stream, and just saying, I've never had this much fun on VATSIM than the day of the KLM Army to St. Martin. I've only gotten one contact ever from an online St. Martin airspace. Oh, 180. Yeah, it was really fun, especially when like planes were like landing on top of each other and stuff. And of course, I had that super early landing that hit that barely touched the runway. It almost looked like I was gonna hit the beach in like the sand and stuff. Alright, Julian's back. Oh, you want to replicate it? Alright. Fine by me. Fine by me. Alright, so we have 175 nautical miles left. Seems today see my violence and both. All right. Oh yeah, you and Julian are going to be doing the shared cockpit flight. What aircraft are you using? Are you going to be using the Phoenix or the fly-by-wire? I'm for sure excited getting the 737-800 when it releases. Anyone know of a release date? I'm not sure when they're going to release it. I'm kind of excited for the Max to come out for the flight simulator. Fly-by-wire only works with the shared cockpit, we think. I'll look at it tonight. Fly-by-wire. Okay, so it's most likely going to be fly-by-wire, but you guys are hoping for the Phoenix. I looked pretty deep into the Phoenix A320, and I think it's a really solid aircraft. Like, I think it's better than okay, it's not as realistic. You know what? I think the Phoenix is comparable to the PMDG 737-700 or the 800, and it's not as realistic as the PMDG, but it does have a lot of features that make it like a worth it aircraft. Yeah, you can't go wrong with the you can't go wrong with the Phoenix. Yeah, the 737 is also amazing. I think it's gonna be like I think it's like $70. The 738 right now. You think Phoenix is more realistic than the PMDG? I think the Phoenix has a lot more to offer, but I feel like PMDG still makes more like realistic aircraft overall, and Phoenix has an EFB. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Who knows when PMG is going to get the EFBA? I don't know. Oh yeah, Phoenix has working circuit breakers. Okay, if there's one thing that does surprise me about PMDG in like a bad way, it's that they don't have working circuit breakers. And also, like, as much as I love PMDG, another problem that I have with them, most of their aircraft come with a really inflated price. Especially like the PMDG aircraft. Or not PMDG, P3D aircraft. The 747 and the 777-200 each costed like $140, like separate. And for an additional $30, you can get either the 747-8 if you have the 74, or the 300 ER add-on if you have the 777. So each item can cost $170 if you get one aircraft and get the add-on, and like get the additional add-on. 119 nautical miles. I'm not sure what the altimeter is in Seattle. The Seattle altimeter is 29.83 inches. 29.83 inches. That is one bad rendered mountain. Okay, now it's rendered slightly better, but compared to the rest of the ground, what is that? Are those just fields? Oh my god. X-Plane is my main simulator, but if there's one thing I hate about it, it's the fact that it does not have satellite scenery at all. Meaning, like, some areas, like out west, can look awful. Well, the PMG add-ons are more expensive since they had access to the real aircraft and systems. Microsoft, they mostly carried over stuff from PMG add-ons, so they made it cheaper. The Microsoft add-ons are P3D conversions, just very well done ones. Yeah, basically, they're like the FSX conversions done right. That's kind of what PMDG's aircraft are. Even the is the same for P3. Yeah, that is true. That's true. Yeah, depending on like how realistic your aircraft is, sometimes P3D conversions or FSX conversions can be done right if your aircraft is realistic, like converting it to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. 98 nautical miles, since we're a bit higher. Alright, I'm going to start my top of descent. Yeah, if there's one thing that I hate about descending off the west coast, I said this earlier, but all the terrain around you, it's so annoying. Okay, I gotta descend fast. Nautical miles. I gotta go down. I'm gonna go 3,000 feet per minute. 89 nautical miles left. We're heading to the west. I hate descending in the west. Thankfully, the worst is going to be behind us later. We have all this terrain, and we'll get into a somewhat... We'll be getting into soon. We'll be getting to a rather sea level descent. I think the add-on price is based off how much they put into it and expect the sales number. Microsoft blew up way more than P3D in less...
1,000 to go.
I think the add-on price is based off how much they put into it and expected sales number. Microsoft blew up way more than P3D and the less main hours put into the new atoms could be a factor for a cheaper price. Yeah, true. I'm going 0.71 Mach. I'm banking to my right.
1,000 to go.
And I'm going to go to 1,000 for my altitude for now. Okay, we have 67 nautical miles left to descend. And now the mountain from earlier is still really terribly rendered, but it's better than it was like a minute or two ago. So now we're going 219er. That over there is Seattle-Tacoma, so I will most likely do a bank to the left. Yeah, I'm just gonna do heading select, bank to the left. Okay, we have 60 nautical miles. I'm gonna be just doing a my own kind of descent. All right, we're going 290 knots, 20,000 feet. Pull up a little bit. I'm only gonna do this just so I can align with the runway. I'm gonna go 1,000 feet per minute, and once I'm done with all of this terrain, I'll just dive straight down. I still have 56 nautical miles left on my flight.
1,000 to go.
Okay, 1,000 left. I'm just gonna go 1,000 for now. Actually, could we descend down a little more? I'm gonna do it. Alright, I'm gonna descend to 17,000. 0.614 Mach. .52 nautical miles out from Seattle.
Thousand to go.
.50 nautical miles left on the dot. No, okay. Wait, let me go back to my current heading. I don't see the Seattle-Tacoma airport yet. We still have another 40 nautical miles left, and we are right next to this mountain. Alright, let's start our descent again. I'm gonna go 1,100 feet per minute. I can't believe we're this close to such a random tall mountain. Alright, 16,000.
1,000 to go.
Take a shot every time you hear that. Okay, now that we're getting to an area with much less terrain, we can now go back to our normal descent. I'm gonna go to flight level. Let's maybe pull up a little bit. 15,000. We're gonna go 240 knots or 220 and 36 nautical miles out. MJ, Center of Aviation, and Julian, are you three still here? Whoa. Alright, flight level 3,000. I have to descend quick. That sim? No, this is just offline. I'm just gonna go 9,000 because This way looks nice. Yeah, it sure does. I'm going to start putting my flaps down. This is flaps 1. Alright, Julian's still here. Yeah, aviation lover, you made it just in time because I am almost on final approach to Seattle. I'm at 10,000 feet. I'm going 0.479er Mach. I feel like most of you who who are members of the Center of Aviation Discord server, I feel like all of you just want to see the landings. Like, don't worry, we'll be getting there. We'll get there. Yeah, 230 knots. Now I have a 95 nautical, not 95, 25 nautical mile straightforward alignment with the runway, which I think is 5 right. 5 right. We'll be starting our bank in just a few seconds. I'm at flight level 09,000, and we have just gotten over the mountainous areas on the outskirts of Seattle. Is that the airport? Oh god, that's the airport. Okay, I just found the airport. It is barely in sight, but it's still there. And we're gonna go heading 310. We're at 8,700 feet. Land now in squawk 7700. I mean, say less though. You know what? I'm gonna do it just to see what happens. Okay, I just went squawk 7700. Thankfully, I am not tuned to the VATSIM network, so nothing's gonna happen. I'm not gonna be escorted by a bunch of F-22s and then basically get destroyed. Nothing like that's gonna happen. I promise you guys. Okay, so yeah, I might have or might have not gone squawk 7700. I am playing with fire, aren't I? With that joke. Yeah, I'm playing with fire right now. I am walking on thin ice. Okay, yeah, the airport is aligned. I'm gonna go heading 320. Animator 320. Okay, we are gonna go heading 325, 180 knots, flaps down. That was flaps 10. I'm gonna go 340 now. 3,500 feet. I'm just thinking of some random altitudes. So, yes, I have just done squawk 7,700. I'm going 5,800 feet. Nothing's happening to me so far. So, I guess all this military stuff. Wait, isn't that like squawk? Never mind. The military, where the planes escort you, that's squawk 7,500. I'm going squawk 7,700. So, no free air show for me. Landing in 225. 2 hours, 25 minutes. Got it. Make sure you record the landing for all of us to see. Yeah, I'm at flaps 10, gear down.
1,000 to go.
Took just one button to click it, and it's the magnifying glass on the top right of the front of my yoke. I'm going 190 knots. Alright, 180. I'll disengage autopilot in just a second. I'm just trying to align myself with either one of these three runways. Thankfully, I am not on VAT. Okay, not thankfully, but since I'm not connected to the VATSIM network, I can just choose any runway of my choosing. Hold up, is Seattle online? No, Seattle's not online. So assuming if I did VATSIM, I would just be on Unicom the whole time, although Denver ground just got online. Alright, aviation lover, we are about 3,600 feet out. 3,600 feet, that's our current altitude. We're going to go down to 3,000.
1,000 to go.
1,000 to go. 7,500 cockpit safety compromise, 7,600 lost radios, 7,700 life-threatening emergency. Got it. Actually, Center of Aviation, you are wrong with one thing. If you go squawk 7,500, you get a free air show. Yeah, you don't... Yeah, 7,500, I don't know what cockpit compromise safety means, but all I know is that you get a free air show. It's kind of cool. Go squawk 7,500, kids. Autopilot disengaged. Actually, I might put it back on. Alright. I was thinking about disengaging autopilot, but I decided to go back at the last minute. Let's go down to 2,500 feet per minute. Lol, okay.
1,000 to go.
Yeah, I am teaching a great lesson right now. You should always go squawk 7,500. That way, you can see two F-22s. Or F-35s. Doesn't matter. You still get a free air show. And that is pretty freaking cool. I'm just going to put the landing gear back up. I'll put it down in just a second. I'm only going 500 feet per minute, or 200 feet per minute. 160 knots. Oh yeah, how could I forget about my nose trim? Okay, you know what? It's fine. I'll disengage autopilot. I'm already hand flying the aircraft. I'm going 160. 2,500. Flaps 10. Yeah, it just feels so much easier with a yoke in my hands instead of a controller. Because instead of manually clicking on whatever I want to do, like the nose trim or the flaps, I can just use a yoke and click a switch or a button just for things to work. Alright.
1,000 to go.
So nose trim is much more down.
1,000 to go.
Although I am really high, so I'm gonna go 150 gear down. I might have to either descend really, really fast or go around. What do you think I should do? Go around or just descend? Like, risk it. I'm gonna go flaps 15 just for good measure. Okay, back to the cockpit view. We're going 163 knots, 2,000 feet. I do not care about our altitude anymore. As long as I'm going 150, flaps down, nose trim down. All right, there we go. I put my nose trim down. Why didn't you get set up for the ILS? I guess I forgot. Oh, I forgot the ILS. Land. All right, I'm landing. At 140 knots, I'm pulling up just a little bit. I will be getting a yoke cam soon. I do not know when I'm gonna get one, but
1,000.
1,000. It feels so nice hearing the GPWS callouts in your headset, because I'm wearing one right now. I'm using a headset to communicate with you guys. And I can hear the GPWS callouts really well. So we're at 1,000 feet. I might have to go a bit lower. I'm going 920 feet per minute. 880. I'll be going back to external view. I'm just trying to situate myself with this runway. Okay, yeah, runway is aligned. External view. Off to the external view. And soon we will find out about my vertical speed. I'm just trying to pull off the best landing I can for you guys. I'm going 140 knots, something like that. I wish X-Plane had like a UI that I can use. Microsoft, I'm not the biggest fan of Microsoft Flight Simulator, but at least it has like a UI that I can actually use and look at. Meanwhile, in X-Plane, you just have to check the cockpit. Alright, pull up. 34 right, our runway. Pull up. Down. And... butter. Actually, can we land? Butter. Alright, no! Okay, reverser's out, reverse dust's out. That might have been 3 landings in a row, or 3 bounces. I was just trying to get the smoothest possible landing on my yoke. We're going 90 knots.
80 knots.
Okay, we're slowing down. We're good. We have some runway. We're good. We're going 60 knots.
Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened.
I can just use my parking brakes too.
Aircraft at the gate and turned off the seatbelt sign.
Okay, we're going 45, less than 45 knots, and we are
Safe for
out.
you to get up and move out.
No, I know. Bounces are so annoying. Like,
Three articles that may have shifted during landing.
Speed brake do not arm.
Phones and other handheld electronic devices.
Alright, speed brakes up.
However, your laptop computers and larger electronics must remain stowed.
I know, the bounce easily ruined it for me. That should have been a butter, but I somehow bounced it twice.
If any of you should have questions
That was
regarding
so
ground
annoying.
transportation, baggage claim, or any other information, a Uniform Delta agent leading this flight will be more than happy to
Okay,
answer any
let's
questions.
just taxi to the gates, but forget that ever happened. Let's see what Volanta has our velocity at. I hope it doesn't have our velocity, because that would suck if it did. Okay, it does not have our velocity, thank God. It would probably say like 350 feet per minute or something really bad. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Seattle-Tacoma International Airport in Washington, where the local time is... Yeah, landing in the cockpit view would definitely help. I just wanted to get the external view just to see... how well I'd get the touchdown. But, whatever. We're in Seattle. The landings were not too bad, but it's just unsatisfying because, you know... I bounced twice. Not once, but twice. I promise I'll give you guys a much better landing in the future. I'm just going to put up my nose trim. Alright, now I'm just going to taxi to this random gate. I just hit that truck. Alright, 45. Just replay it after you get externals. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I can just replay it. That's true. Alright. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Seattle, Washington. brake set. I don't know why I put my reverse thrusts up. But, yeah, that's the flight. We can just see the replay mode and see the bounces, I guess. Okay. Okay, you got to give it to me. The approach was good until I had to... Yeah, the approach itself was good. But the landing was pretty disappointing. Okay, 3-4 right. Look at that. If this plane hit the ground, that would have been a butter. Yeah, I should have used cockpit. I'm sorry about that. No, this would have been a butter. Okay, I lied. It didn't bounce twice, but it did bounce. The first touchdown, you gotta admit, was pretty satisfying. Hold on, let's go back. I was a bit late, but let's just focus more on the touchdown. If I did not bounce, if that landing didn't bounce, that would have been arguably the smoothest landing I've ever pulled off on the Zebo mod. More flaps would have helped that landing. I was going flaps 15 on that landing. Yeah, I had 15. Alright, let me get out of replay mode. Go back to where we were a second ago. Wait a minute. I was going 10? I thought I had it at 15. Yeah, and I'll check the VREFs too. You're usually flaps 40? Alright. Okay, getting rid of the bounce, that was good. Especially when I was on flaps 10. Well, either way, this concludes our stream. I'm sorry about the disappointing landing, but whatever. I'll probably do another stream after this. Yeah, I'll definitely do another stream on the Zebo. I don't know where I might fly. You guys can give me like some ideas of where I can fly to, some suggestions, of course. Yeah, I know. Flaps 10 is not a good... Yeah, I know. Flaps 10, Okay, I did not mean to go flaps 10. I thought I was going 15. Yeah, I did not mean to go flaps 10. That was unintentional, but, either way. Yeah, nice parking job. Thank you. I try my best. Well, yeah. Okay, fine. I'll actually taxi and park like how every other pilot should do it. There you go. There you go. Okay, I'm going a bit too fast. I can just use my reverse thrusts. Yeah, it was a fun stream, especially when okay, parking brake set. Okay, this is a much better parking job. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, no problem. I'll be doing more streams for you guys. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying them. I'll most likely do a flight tomorrow. If you have any suggestions of what flights I can do, let me know. And this is Carson K signing. No, too far. Well, whatever. It's still on either one of the lines. I'm assuming... And we could just pretend the gate's, like, connected. There's no, like, specification. Ryanair should call you with a job offer soon. Ryanair should call you with a job offer soon. Lol, hopefully no Ryanair agents are watching the stream. Okay, Julian. All because I was going flaps 10 and I bounced doesn't mean it was a Ryanair landing. I can go back and prove to you that at least the first touchdown was pretty good. The first touchdown. Oh, no! The Ryanair employees are here. Okay. One more time, and then I'm signing off. There you go. Oh, I thought it landed. Alright, MJ's here. Okay, we just landed. We're about to... See... Okay, if I didn't bounce there, that would have been the best landing I've ever pulled off. Timing was good. Center line was meh. Just meh. Ryanair. Yeah. Like, this is a Ryanair. How are you going to call this Ryanair? I was sick. Oh. No, you're all good. You should always put your health first over my silly streams. That bounce shatters spines. Stop! 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 Please, just stop the harassment. Well, either way, I gotta go. If you have any flights, just give me suggestions. Suggestions. Okay, I said it correctly. Suggestions. Let me know if you want a flight. And, yeah. Center of Aviation. Come on, man. Come on. I was about to give you guys an outro, and then you just say that. Nah, man. Nah. I can go back to the replay. Ryanair Delta. Okay, I cannot. I cannot do this. So anyway, this is Carson K signing off. Yeah!